girl.
Good morning, guys. I just want to make this quick video. I was reading this book. I think I showed you guys in my last vlog called Christianity Light. And basically it's by Pastor Glenn. Pastor Glenn, I don't know if y'all heard that because the water bottle just like decomposed in my hand. But yeah, so basically I'm gonna read you what I read, and what I have been getting lately in my generation is more so focused on success and fulfillment. We find fulfillment in materialistic things, fame, our accolades, stuff like that, right? So basically what I've been realizing, even with myself in my life, is trying to fulfill my flesh. It's okay to be still. Like, I'm just getting poured into. I'm reading books, I'm learning, I'm getting knowledge. Before, I would say it's like suffering from the fact that I feel like I'm not doing enough. I'm seeing what other people are doing and I'm like, dang, they did this, I need to do this, I need to get in my bag more. When I'm in the bag, it's just that I want to be in multiple bags at once. Sometimes we have to let different doors open up for us and not try to knock all of them in at once. If you try to do everything, you will end up not doing anything at all, because at the end of the day, we are human beings. It's not to say you won't have other opportunities and you can do more than one thing at once. You have not prepared yourself to be stretched enough to be able to do all those things. Say, for example, like people who don't put a religion, like a title on it, right? I would say, like me personally, I have a personal relationship with Christ. I go to church. The religious name for it is Christianity. What I stay away from is the religious spirit, having the judgment spirit, condemnation, which religion has definitely emphasized. So people feel like they can't come to church because of their past and stuff like that, or they aren't a certain level when it comes to their faith, so they're not accepted. And like my pastors say, we're not trying to change people from bad to good. We're trying to get the people who are feel dead internally to become alive. I'm saying all this to show you, finally tell you guys what I read that has really given me the route to a breakthrough, as far as making something that might be big into something so little. Death and life. This is the subtitle. Today, many Christians are convinced that Jesus Christ came to earth to make them happy and successful, when really that's not the case at all. In the church world, we seem to gravitate to books and messages that focus on success, fulfillment, and pleasure. So when they experience any kind of disappointment, they believe God had let them down. Pain isn't part of the plan, and they assume that God is mean because he let them hurt. But Jesus didn't come to make us feel better about our selfishness and our sins. So like our own desires, being successful, wanting to have certain things in life, make that toxic relationship work, to have this job. Like his purpose coming down on this earth weren't to fulfill our desires. He came to forgive our sins, to transform us, and to change our hearts so we will find sin detestable inside of desirable. So basically, knowing that the purpose of God is not about us. We have me, more of me, less of God, which is really the opposite. But sometimes how we live life with the main character energy in our perspective is thinking that God is supposed to go follow up with our plans, when that's not the case. I remember I saw this analogy where this lady was just like, oh, we think God is like our dog, like our pet. Like, okay, I'm about to go to the store, you stay outside. When I need you, I'll come and get you. Like walking him like as if he's on a leash, when you want him to do certain things, like you want him to do a trick or plan a certain miracle that you put yourself in, you expect him to just perform it and deliver you from it. A lot of situations that we make for ourselves, we weren't supposed to get into in the first place, and we just expect. We have to realize that at the end of the day, we aren't even supposed to be here for real. Like the amount of sins that we commit on a daily basis, with us knowing, and even what we don't even know, we're not aware of. We don't wake up on our own, and it's just kind of like the audacity. And I'm trying to like make this so small and little, because if you really put in the perspective of like, at the end of the day, you woke up, you probably think in a way that like you woke yourself up this morning, when I know people who have died in their sleep. You know what I'm saying? It's just gratitude and gratefulness, being happy for what we have, and like allowing God to really like change your heart. It's not to say he's not gonna give you the desires of your heart, but if your main focus is only on desire, he's not gonna give it to you. Because if anything you put before him, he's going to take away. Trust me, I know. I used to put guys above him and he would take them away. When I say this, I'm speaking to myself to always humble myself, because when we say humble, we make humble seem like it's which is a submission thing, as a bad thing. Like we too can be strong, take a certain leader role, and be submissive at the same time. They both can coexist. But just knowing my place, knowing that I'm not God, and that all the success that I have and the desires of my heart will be given to me as long as I put him first and put him in the center. And knowing that at the end of the day, like, success does not bring fulfillment. Anything that's here, it does not bring fulfillment. Like, it's kind of like trying to put God on like a job, like his role. Like, he don't even know his role already, and Jesus not knowing his role already. But somehow the enemy perverted it to make it seem as if like he's supposed to give us our dreams and our plans, especially on our time at that. When things don't go as what we plan, not what he planned, but when we plan, it's just like, oh God, you don't want me to be happy. That's not true at all. It's just that our perspective is either uncleaned or our perspective is on the wrong lens. And so once we change that, we'll feel some type of freedom because we'll start pursuing him. And needless to say, he would give us what we want. Even if you look at successful stories with people, they would say like God's timing is the best timing. Athletes, celebrities, all that. Any successful person, main priority of a successful person, especially when it comes with wealth and finances, is spiritual. It's spiritual, bro, at the end of the day. When you need to have big miracles and big responsibilities, it takes more than a physical role for it to come to light and to come true. It takes the spiritual realm for it to really activate, be ordained in the physical. Like how they say, like your heart, something about the seed, and then it's something in your hands. I have to find out what the actual thing is, but it's like something with your heart, seed, and hands that you'll be able to see whatever comes within yourself. You plant that seed and it becomes a harvest. Like you bear all the good fruits. But anyways, I wanted to let you guys know, quick little doo-doo-doo as far as what I read. So I love y'all so much. Stay tuned, and I hope you guys have a great, wonderful day.